All right, good morning, guys. We're getting ready to get some breakfast. Roll out from Homestead. We're headed home this morning. We're going to have Wood Jr. There's Equal over there. He's going to be riding with me. Buddy Scott Lynn's will be riding with me. Shake and Bake right there on the CVO. Man, got a decent sleep last night, and I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning, man, just raring to go. So I went ahead and packed up and started looking at stuff. Decided to come on down here and get me a cup of coffee. Wait on everybody else to wake up. So Wood's over there getting his breakfast. This is Kyle. Him and Dale going to eat breakfast with us this morning.
Good morning.
And see what they got for us here. Oh, man, they got a breakfast buffet, and the young lady is serving you. And all kinds of stuff. Best service, so everyone get in a hotel. Hey, that's cool. So according to this young lady's best service, everyone get in a hotel. All right, guys, we'll see you guys on the ride, and we'll get this day started. Well, good. Lord God, we come to you, want to thank you for waking us up this morning and starting us on our way. Lord, we thank you for a good time and a beautiful people and your presence. Just, Lord Jesus, let us bask in your presence throughout the entire time. We've made new friends, God, and met friends we already know. And we just thank you, God. And everything that the enemy meant for the bad, we thank you for turning it all for the good. Because, God, we love you and we continue to keep you first. And I pray you continue to bless us and we all make it to our destination safely. In Christ's name, amen.
Amen.
Amen. Miami, baby. Miami, baby. All right, good morning, Poppa-D riders. We are headed home. I got Wood Jr. leading the way. And we got Shake and Bake and Scott coming up behind us. You know, I wanted to rock the turnpike this morning, but Wood, we're following Waze, and it took us up here to 826, I guess. So we're kind of in Miami, and I guess eventually it's going to get us on 95, but we wouldn't have seen Miami had we not come this way, and Waze suggested this from where we were at, as opposed to the turnpike, which is, I don't know, I don't understand that, because we've dealt with a bunch of stoplights, but, you know, having a good morning. And I get to video a little bit of Miami. So we got up this morning, had us some breakfast, had a prayer, and now we are on the way home. Scott's on the way back up to Columbus, Ohio, and Shake and Bake is on the way back to Aiken, South Carolina. So I don't know that we're, you know, I can't zoom the map out on the Waze to see exactly what this little community's called going through here. I guess maybe it's Kendall. But, yeah, man, ride with us back to Savannah. We're not going 95 north?
Yeah, mine's going straight. What is yours doing?
That way.
This way?
No, north, right there. 95 north, right there. That's where we're going.
Okay, I just want to be sure.
Yeah. Hey guys, we're at our first gas stop. What a blessing. Brother Scott decided and offered to buy all of us fuel at this gas stop, so that's what we're doing. And
It's interesting. I have never ridden with Wood leading me, especially out on the highway. So we're just talking about different styles of ride and how to do that and how to do it safely. And we had a great conversation around that. We can go on down the road. But Wood's leading great, bringing us down through there, getting us through the traffic. Where I would normally sit in the cruise control and do some things through that. Down here in Florida, where we're at, you just can't do that. You just got to actually drive on the offensive instead of the defensive and get through traffic as a pack. And that's what we're doing. I'm sure Wood's going to talk about that in his video. And you see the different ways that people ride, and that's fine. But everybody needs to know exactly how we're doing it and what we're doing. And I didn't communicate with Wood very well before we got down here on this, so I was a little hung up, but we got it going now. Anyhow, keep on this ride with us. We'll see you in just a little while.
Scott paid my gas, Poppa-D.
That's right.
And my guy Shaky paid gas, man. So thank you, man. Serious.
Absolutely.
The Lord has made.
Absolutely,
Let
man.
us enjoy.
Man, Scott is an awesome guy, man. So glad I met him. It's been a blessing all weekend. All right, go catch you guys a little further down. Guys, second gas stop, and we've been rocking. And we had the conversation at the last gas stop about riding and leading and riding, that kind of thing. Well, what I figured out was the folks who taught me how to ride long distance in a pack, most of them are from the Midwest, Southwest, or West Coast. And they ride, it's an entirely different style of riding than the people that ride in the Southeast, like Georgia and Florida, or the Northeast, like when you get above DC, all along the coast on those interstates. It's a more aggressive riding. And so after we had that conversation, I've been on Wood's hip pretty much, but I turned my GPS on, my Harley navigation on, so I could track things. Once I realized we were on 95 and Wood wasn't going to be going any other direction, I wasn't sure where we were headed. This morning, Wood was leading, and I just wasn't being a very good follower, because I'm not used to that, and we didn't have a discussion about the different riding styles until we got to the last stop. And now we're on point. We're just booging down the road. You just saw in the video, I think it was a Pagan Motorcycle Club. They had 4 riders came by us in a tight formation going on down the road, and we were behind them for a while. Always back, we never passed them. We showed them respect, which is what you're supposed to do when things like that happen. We would catch up and kind of get close to them, and at one point, it looked like Wood, he'd have to confirm this, and I hadn't asked him yet, went up and just kind of was going to get permission to see if we could go around them. But traffic impeded us, so we fell on behind them. There was always a truck in between us. Well, sure enough, we came up and there was a policeman, came up on the way, police ahead. We slowed down. The police officer came out behind that pack and the truck that had been in front of us. And I was thinking, Wood was saying the same thing. Man, he's going to pull them over and give them a ticket. Well, he came around them, and there was a car that had been blocking that left lane. That's who he pulled over, let them keep going. So you're not supposed to ride in that left lane like that and block the rest of the traffic behind you. And that officer got that guy off the road. So anyhow, we're going to get us something here, second gas stop, and we'll probably get lunch at the next gas stop, or we might just grab and go. But I'll see you guys on further down towards Savannah. Hey, y'all, Wood's going to let me lead for a few minutes. He said I could lead for a little while. So,
Hey, no more than 3 minutes.
3 minutes. I got 3 minutes. Hey, you say now. The time begins now. I got 3 minutes to lead, right?
Yes, sir.
Say when you say now.
Now.
All right, guys. What's up, Poppa-D riders? So, Wood, tell me.
Uh-huh.
Do I have the skills to lead for 3 minutes?
I got a little nervous, I'll be honest, but yes. Yes.
Did you
3 minutes plus
Did you
more.
like where I led you to?
Yes, 2 thumbs up. I was a little nervous. I saw him like flickering at the blinker. No.
So follow me. I'm going to show you a couple things we're on. We got a lot of our new 2022 models over here.
Okay. I love that.
Paint jobs as well.
Poppa-D riders, look what kind of bike this is. I just want to point that out. Wood Nations, look what kind of bike that is. Well, go ahead, sir. I'm sorry.
Speedworks, big build road glide right here. Everything's custom from the levers, to the airflow breathers, to the carbon fiber front fenders. So everything's going to be custom. Headlights.
So did it start its life as a special? I mean, as a standard?
So yes, it did actually.
Okay.
I believe it's either a 120 or 131. I'm not.
Okay, that's cool. I was going to ask you how big. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, but I know it's up there and pushes some horsepower.
That's
so,
what's
yes,
up.
sir.
I actually turned the camera off and they left me behind. So I'm going to try to catch back up.
Everyone's a big family here, and we treat everybody here that I would want to be treated. I bought 3 Harleys myself, so we give everybody that first class experience here.
Awesome.
That's what's up, bro.
Yeah. Sitting number 6 in the world purely for volume right now. And we were number 1, number 2 a few years in a row. So we're chasing that number 1 spot again.
That's awesome.
And
Word is location, probably. And everything else
I believe
you're
out
talking
of
about.
1,467 dealerships. We've got the Road Glide ST right here. Pretty sweet, pretty hot bike right now. Absolutely. We did on a Street Glide special recently. This is really cool. Our custom painter did this.
Look at the paint in this guy, guys. Look at the detail.
This is not a CVO. This is a regular 2022 Street Glide special.
Custom paint that goes bar and shield on it. Man, that's a sweet paint job.
And we've got our CVO model right here. Comes stock with the 117.
Okay.
Pushing about 121 horsepower.
That's beautiful, bro.
Yeah.
What do they call that yellow?
That one is a yellow fin or something like that.
Okay.
Yellow tail.
Yellow
One or the
tail?
other.
I'll say him. This young lady's going to save the day. What's that color?
Hightail yellow.
Hightail yellow. See, they left me again. I'm an old fat man. I can't keep up.
Hey, we got Curtis here, man. Curtis, I appreciate you. All right, so guys, look, Wood Nation, check it out. So I was just talking to Curtis, myself, Poppa-D, and we asked him about rider interruption. So Curtis is going to speak on what he actually know in the manifest position. So what is it that you do, and just kind of go from there, Curtis.
We got tons of guys that actually come in here as travelers, and we've got 7 techs back there, 6 of which are masters or flat rate, and usually these guys have multiple lifts. So if somebody comes in and they're a traveler, we can squeeze them right in, pop them on the other lift, and then get everybody taken care of in a timely fashion. As long as part availability isn't an issue.
That's with COVID
then,
especially.
Even then, we can outsource parts from other dealerships. We can do what we can to try to expedite the process and get the back on the road.
So a reasonable process, if somebody came in and had a vibration in the front end and they wound up needing front rotors, how long would that take to maybe get them? If the lift wasn't available, I had to wait to get them up there and the rotors were available. What would be a standard time frame that would take?
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
For say if it's like front brake rotors, it's
Yep,
hour and a half. If it's a rear rotor, probably 2.5 hours.
Okay.
Awesome, man.
Cool, man. Thank you, man. That's what I'm wondering. You're on the road, something breaks down.
Yeah.
Would we get priority, or if you could get us priority, and if you could, you would.
We always try to.
Right.
As long as part availability is a thing, and even if we don't have the parts, like I said,
You'll try to get it somebody else.
Drivers here,
Right.
We'll send somebody out there to go grab them.
See,
And that's probably why they're number 6 in the world for selling bikes, guys, because they take care of their customers just like this.
Man, I think that is huge. That is too huge.
All right, guys, I don't know how much wind noise we're going to have, but we just let Spacecoast Harley-Davidson. This guy here has been riding with us for a while, but he's taking off. So he's been rocking down the road with us for a bit. And Wood is leading us up the road, man. We are just making really good time, riding in a good tight formation. I just wanted to pop this back on. Stopped at Spacecoast Harley-Davidson, and seems like a really, really good dealership. And our next stop is to get on up the road, probably to Buc-ee's in St. Augustine, get some fuel there, and maybe a brisket or a pulled pork sandwich, which is what I'll get. And after we get our pulled pork sandwich, we'll be destined to go on over to Savannah. And I think, well, depending on how we're rocking it, I'm gonna go ahead and stay in Savannah tonight, and then I'll go home first thing in the morning. So, you guys, I'll catch you a little bit further on the ride. All right, guys, we stopped at the Cracker Barrel. We're before St. Augustine and after Daytona, that's all I can tell you. Palm Coast or something like that. Anyhow, we'll get us our food and head on. And then Clifton, Shake and Bake, he's going to bug out because he's headed all the way to his house tonight. And he's got to go a few hours past.
I gotta go to Augusta.
And it's going to be
Yeah.
Aiken. You go through Augusta. Okay.
20 miles from Augusta.
Okay.
Going to Aiken, South Carolina.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's going to be dark time he gets up there, so he's going to head on. And Scott and I are going to stop in Savannah. Already got a room, and then get up in the morning and head home. I'd rather, if I'm going to start off in the dark where it's getting daylight and I'm refreshed, I'll do that. But I don't like to ride at night when I'm tired and the animals are coming out and all that other stuff. So we're going to put it off to tomorrow morning and then head on home. Then Scott's got to go a lot further than me. He's got to go all the way up to Columbus, Ohio. And I just got to go to Fort Trail.
Oh, awesome. I do apple juice.
Sprite and apple juice, okay, and then water.
I just want water.
Water as well.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of water.
So you get Sprite, apple juice, and water.
Yes,
Right.
definitely.
I had told her, I said, we all want water. When he comes back, he's going to order at least 3 drinks. All right, Poppa-D riders, man, such a blessing. We got our dinner here at Cracker Barrel. Had an excellent waitress here, Suzanne. And Wood Jr. actually treated everybody to dinner, which is awesome. And since he didn't get to have a sharing of the word today, he asked each of us to say something positive on his channel. So I think that was pretty cool as well. And now we're going to get back on 95 and make beat feet on up to Savannah. And like I said, Clifton's going on home when we get on the highway. So, is it messed up again? Trust and believe, baby. Right turns from a dead, not a stop, but tight right turn. That's right left turn, man. You know, preload. Keep it low, look where you're going. Get over here. That's what I was doing. Oh. As I was saying, we're going to hit 95 and head to the house. These guys wanted to put on the rain gear. I'm not going to. We're getting ready to ride in some rain, but it looks like we're going to punch through it, actually get out on the other side, and I'd rather do that than be hot. So it'll cool me off. I'm hot right now. Here we go. Well, we'll see if that was a decision I'll regret, but I think I'll be all right. It's heavy, but it's really not that far, and we'll be through it. So, and it feels so good right now that I'm just fine. So, Wood's been pushing the envelope pretty hard, man. We've been making some time, and that gave us time to take a little bit longer at the gas stops and rest a little bit more, which is great. But we're going to back her down now, and you know, you got to ride safe in this rain. And I don't know if it rained here earlier today, but it's like fresh rain. Then you have to be worried about the oil slicks being all over the pavement and stuff. So we're going to back her down a little bit and head on down. And man, this rain feels so good. The Wood man, he's wearing a hoodie. We're down in Florida. He's wearing a hoodie. We came out of the Cracker Barrel. He said, man, it finally feels good out here. I said, what are you talking about? It's hot. I know it feels good out here. He was cold this morning, and it felt great to me. But I guess that's the difference in a 200-something pound man and a 300-something pound man. I'm hot-natured anyway. You could ask my wife if I'd ever get her to get on here and talk. Anyhow, this feels great, and we're going to head on up the road. Probably I might turn it on around the Florida-Georgia line, or the Georgia-Florida line, and beyond that, I'll see you guys when we get to Savannah. I don't know whether Wood, I know he's riding with us. He may take us over to the dealership before we go to the hotel. I don't know what's happening with that. But been a great weekend, man. And we're not done yet. Still got tomorrow to go home with just me and Scott. What I got you guys on here, man, if you enjoyed this kind of content, enjoying the videos, check out the channel. If you like what you see there, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I really would appreciate it. And come along and ride with me again sometime. And if you want to see how much I've learned as far as editing goes and how much the audio's changed on my videos, go back and watch some of my Road to Tahoe series, or the Gypsy Tour days on that, the videos for the Gypsy Tour, or my ride home from Shark Week. Those are all the first videos I did. Anyhow, I appreciate all of you, and I'm going to stop talking and watch the traffic. Oh, man. I'll leave the camera on. Looks like they just had a wreck. That vehicle there is messed up pretty bad. Everybody's out of that vehicle. That's a good thing. Okay, he's out of that vehicle. That's the one that had a significant amount of damage. And that's because the police have somebody pulled down over here and everybody checked up in this traffic. Man, you got to be careful. And I guarantee you it was just slick up there and somebody got caught. Oh, there's another car turned around backwards there. And then everybody else is rubbernecking. So you got to be careful out here on these roads, man. When fresh rain, even in cars, see how much they got spun around and slicked? And catch this, guys. What a blessing from God, because had we not stopped and these guys put on their rain gear, we could have been involved in that. But the Lord had us see the rain and pull over before we got to it. And that has just happened. So thankfully we weren't coming through there when that happened. But thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for a hidden blessing. Things you might not even realize sometimes. We just passed by it. I'm glad all those people are okay. Prayers for everyone involved in that accident. We're going to head on down to Savannah.
Can you pull out and stop traffic for us?
I'm not gonna stop traffic.
No, just pull out so they can see you. Go right in the middle and stop.
No. But we're back into some storms here, and we rode through one little set of rain, but to the left of us there was a funnel cloud. It wasn't on the ground, but it was a big funnel cloud. At least it looked like a funnel cloud to me. So I might have to check see if there's any tornadic activity in the area. The woods want to make it to Savannah, but we've been running so hard, my fuel economy's tanked. I don't think I can make it all the way there without getting fuel, so we'll see. I may have to go inside of a few minutes and say, hey man, we got to stop. But I still got 71 miles now, but I just passed a sign that said 80 miles to Savannah, and that's Savannah proper. But I'm about 50 miles away from the dealership, so that only gives me about a 20-mile difference, and that's cutting it a little too close. Anyhow, look at the sky, guys. Angry sky. Okay guys, I appreciate you riding along with me today. I hope you had a good time. If you enjoy this kind of content, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so you're aware whenever I put up new content. As always, I want you to have a blessed day, and I'll catch you guys on the next ride.
We're just pulling away from Savannah Harley-Davidson after being over here with Wood, and our hotel is right here to the left. And look what God provided for us one more time. Another rainbow. This weekend has been such a blessing, but I'm ready to get home.